of experience, a lot of success in the marketplace, and I've asked Rick if he would tonight to make this presentation, and then after the presentation I'll be getting back in touch with each of you. So without further ado, Rick, it's all yours.
Hey, Bob. Thanks so much. Folks, I know I'm new to all of you. My name's Rick Walsh. I live in Sacramento, California. I'm probably one of the only cities in the country right now that's not getting the Arctic chill coming down on me. So we're still pretty fortunate here, getting close to the Pacific Ocean. But I want to thank you for taking the time out here on Veterans Day and listening to a little bit of information that we've got for you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run through a series of a few slides here, and I'm going to show you a concept in shopping that I believe will become the Facebook of shopping. In other words, sort of a membership shopping club, but I'm looking for about 1 billion members. And once I get through, I think you might see the vision also and how that might be possible. So with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and get started and let you know that you know, we've all seen a lot of changes in our lifetime over the years, and although my picture wasn't up there, I've got the same color hair as Bob. I just don't have as much of it. But so technology, sometimes they call me technically challenged, but I also know so much has changed in the world in just the past 15 years. You know, could you imagine right now we even have a new verb in the English language? If we don't know the answer to something, when I was growing up, you went to the encyclopedia. Now you just Google it. If you want to add to your collectibles, where do you find them? Well, probably on eBay. And I do remember operator-assisted rates to call long distance. Now we just Skype the person. And how did we ever keep track of friends and neighbors and relatives if we didn't have Facebook? So just those few items in the past 15 years change the way we do things. What I'm going to show you tonight is going to change the way we shop and look at shopping. You know, I'm going to sum it all up right here. This is a business you can run online in which basically you help people, your friend or clients or prospects, get cash back on everything they normally buy every day from the stores they normally buy it from, only doing it online. I'm talking about whether it's travel or telecommunications or insurance or, you know, 50-inch screen TVs. So your friend gets cash back, and you get a commission on everything that they purchase. That's why I believe this is going to become the Facebook of shopping. So let's get into it. We're going to show you how you could have people get paid to shop, how they could get paid to travel, and how they could get paid to use their cell phone. To give you an idea of what I mean by cashback shopping and what is the difference than normal shopping, I'm going to use a brick and mortar example. I'm going to use the Target store you see here on your screen. But I want you to realize that I'm talking about online shopping, but I'm going to use this brick and mortar example. And I'm getting a little bit of a cold, as you could probably tell, but let's say you went up to the Target store and you wanted to buy some products. So there's a series of doors there. You go in on the door on the left. Once you get inside the store, you're going to see all the merchandise laid out. It's going to be normal. Some will be on sale. They'll all be brand names. You're going to take all of the items you want to purchase, put it in your shopping cart. You're going to bring it up to the checkout counter, and you're going to pay with a check or cash or credit card. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to give you a receipt. Hey, that's pretty normal. But what if I told you, what if you go in on the door on the right instead of the door on the left? Would the store look any different? No, not really. Same store. Would the product still be the same? Yeah. The price is still the same? Of course they would. What if you were to take all of your items you want to purchase, put it in your shopping cart, bring it up to the checkout counter, and you pay with check, cash, or credit card, and all of a sudden they give you a receipt, and then they give you cash back on your shopping. Let me ask you this question. Is there any reason that you would ever go in on the door on the left to get into the Target store again if the door on the right gave you cash back? And I think we all know The answer is no. Of course we'd go in on the door on the right. I'm going to show you exactly how that's going to come into play. I'm going to show you how you could be in a business in which your friend or client gets an average of 7 to 14% cash back on almost everything they purchase every day. By this I mean your client, they continue to shop and buy the products they have always bought. Well, what brands do they get? Well, they get the brand names that they've always trusted. Well, where do they shop? They shop from the stores or companies they always bought from. Well, then what's the difference? The only difference is now they get an average of 7 to 14% cash back on all of those purchases. Don't you think everybody would want that? That's why I think we're going to become the Facebook of shopping. Once again, your friend or your client gets cash back when they shop. You get a commission on everything that they purchase. Welcome to the world of Dubli. This is one of the fastest growing companies in business today. Now, you might say, well, I never heard of them. Well, there's a good reason for that, and I'll tell you what that is in a moment. But they've been around for 11 years. They were founded in 2003. Their worldwide headquarters are in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. European headquarters are located in Berlin, and their Asia and Middle East headquarters are located in Dubai. They already have millions and millions of customers. They have customers in every single country on the planet. The management team is sort of a who's who of business. I won't go into all of these folks, but that one individual on the top there, Blas Moros, he's the chairman of the board. He was also the number 5 person at Microsoft. We're a publicly traded company, so there are no secrets, although we are relatively new to the United States, which is why you haven't heard of this yet. But you will. We're looking to go on to the NASDAQ exchange probably in mid-spring of next year. So I told you it's all categories of shopping, and I told you it's all brand names. So let's take a look here. I'm talking about getting paid to use your cell phone. Well, do you like AT&T or would you rather use Verizon? Do you want Sprint or do you want T-Mobile? It doesn't matter. You see, you could get cash back and you get a commission. You don't have a store, you don't have cell towers, but yet you get a commission on the usage of Sprint or Verizon or AT&T. Yep. Now, when it comes to travel, where do you think most people go to book their travel? Of course, they go to Orbitz or Priceline, Travelocity, Expedia. They need a hotel, they go to Best Western, Hotels.com, whatever. Rent a car, well, they go online and book at Budget or Hertz or Avis or whatever. Remember, we're telling you that people continue to do what they've always done with the retailers they've always worked with the brand names they've always trusted. The only difference is now they're going to get cash back when they do their shopping, and you're going to get a commission. And no, you don't have to have a travel agency or a license. How about stores? Well, shopping online couldn't be easier. And excuse me for 1 second. Darn cold. I didn't need the Canadian cold to come down and get me here in Sacramento. I caught the cold anyway. But anyway, how about people who shop at Walmart? Okay, no problem. How about Nike or Walgreens, Target, Nordstrom's, Home Depot, Groupon, Bass Pro Shops, Zales, Marriott? The list goes on and on and on. People buy what they normally buy from the retailers that they always bought from in the past and the brand names that they've always trusted. The only difference is now they get cash back. And you don't have a store. You don't have an overhead. You don't have employees or payroll taxes. You don't even handle the returns, but you get a commission. So how do they know where the best cash back deals are? Well, when somebody that is your client, your friend, whatever, they become a member of Dubli, and by the way, the membership cost is free. They could become a member of Dubli and get cash back on everything without ever spending a dime. Now, if they want more cash back or higher cash back, and I'll explain that in a moment, they could get a VIP membership that costs $99 a year, sort of like joining Price Club or Costco, and they'll get more cash back. But whether they join as a free member or as a VIP member, we'll give them an application to download onto their computer. That little app on their computer will turn their search engine, like Google, into a cashback search engine. Let me explain what I mean. I'm going to show you my computer right now, and these are some screenshots of searches I did because I already downloaded that little application on my computer. Where do people go? Even if they're going to buy at the store online, they always go online and do price comparisons or whatever, and they use Google. So here I am. I go to Google, and I want a 50-inch TV. As you would expect, one of the first websites to come up is Best Buy, right? So if I click on that link, I will go into the Best Buy store. So I'm going to click on the link, and it brings me into Best Buy online. Guess what I just did? I went in on the door on the left. Remember my example at Target? There's my 50-inch Vizio TV. There's my $569 sale price. All I need to do is say I want it. I click. I check out. I add it to the cart, and they'll give me a receipt. But let's go back to the entrance again. Notice right above BestBuy.com, my computer showed me that Best Buy is a member of Dubli, and that if I go in on the door on the right by clicking this link, I'm going to get 7% cash back on my purchases. Will the store look any differently? Well, let's take a look. There I go. I just clicked on it. It's the same store. There's my same Vizio 50-inch TV. There's my same sales price, $569. The only difference is when I check out now, I'm going to get 7% cash back on that purchase. Everything's the same. I could even pick it up at my local store, order it online and pick it up at my local store. If I've got a frequent membership at Best Buy that gives me 10% off, I'll get my 10% off, then I'll get my extra 7% on Dubli. You got a coupon. Use the coupon. You get the 7% on top of that. I'm telling you that you are giving your clients a better price at every store they shop than they could ever get before they met you. Because whatever deal, whatever discount they've already got, whatever memberships they already got, that gets applied first, then your cash back is on top of that. Now, it's not just TVs. Somebody says, I want to take a trip. They do a travel search. Of course, some of the first sites to come up is going to be Travelocity.com and Expedia.com. The only difference is, do you go in on the door on the left or the door on the right? Go in on the door on the right, and you're going to get 7.5% to 8% cash back. You want office supplies? Well, see, the first 4 in the Google search come up. Staples, Walmart, Office Max, and Quill. 6, 6.5, 7% cash back. You know anyone who needs groceries this week? Well, why not get 7% cash back on your groceries if you shop at Walmart.com? Designer suits, Macy's giving 8% cash back. Blue Fly is giving 10% cash back. And remember, I said that you can get a free membership to Dubli. That's normally 1 to 4 or 5% cash back, but if you want to get the VIP membership, we'll add 6% to all of your purchases cash back, which is going to give you an average of 7 to 14% cash back, and other benefits like international sports and entertainment tickets, independent airport lounge access programs, free international cell phone roaming, international golf card, members-only concierge club, and access to a variety of luxurious resorts around the world. So let's take a look at what our customer gets. Customer gets a free membership if that's what they want, or if they want, they could get a VIP membership, which is the best we've got. And what happens when you get a good deal? You tell a friend, don't you? And what does the store do? They don't even send you a thank you card. Well, we send you a $20 bill. That's right. Just as a customer, every time you refer another friend and they become a VIP member, we'll send you $20 for the referral, which means you refer 5 and yours is free. Not a bad deal. But remember, that's on the customer end. What I want to show you, I want to show you the business end. See, the customer end is so easy. You hand out free memberships like they were candy. And if people want to upgrade, they upgrade. It doesn't matter. Whatever they buy, you're going to get a commission on whatever it is. You see, every single product purchased has a commissionable value, whether that's a loaf of bread, a riding lawnmower, or an Apple computer, you make a commission on that. But let's take a look at how the business model works. And I'm going to use Costco and Sam's Club as sort of a benchmark to show you our business model. I'll bet you everybody on the line today is probably a member of Sam's Club or Costco. Now, one of the interesting things is all of the items you could buy in Sam's Club or Costco, you could buy at a number of other stores. You could buy them at Sears and Target and Best Buy and also. But you paid a membership fee for the right to shop at Costco and Sam's Club. Why did you do that? Well, because they give you a better deal, right? A little bit lower price. They got 64 million members of Costco, and they got 47 million members at Sam's Club. What's interesting is it's $50 to $100 to join Costco and $45 and up to join Sam's Club. Now, they don't advertise. You don't see Sam's Club or Costco commercials on TV. So how'd they get all those members? It was all word of mouth. You see, you go to a friend's house for a barbecue. He's cooking on a new gas grill, and you say, hey, that's pretty neat. Where'd you get that? And he says, well, I got it at Sam's Club. Good deal. You think to yourself, I passed that on the way to work, so maybe I'll go in. So you do. On the way to work, you go into Sam's Club, and you get yourself a membership. Did they ask you where you heard about them? You paid for a membership. Did they give your neighbor part of your membership fee as a referral to say thank you? No, they didn't. But we do. Now, you buy that gas grill. Did they happen to give your neighbor who doesn't have a licensed employees or a storefront, did they give him a commission on that gas grill? No, they didn't. We do. We give a commission on the membership and on the referrals, or we'll just give you the free membership. Now, don't you think Sam's Club and Costco would get a lot more people if they gave out commissions? Wouldn't people be more proactive to refer people? Well, you think about it, you say, well, yeah, but Sam's Club's got a pretty good deal. Well, and they also give you cash back. You see, at Sam's Club, if you use a Discover card, you'll get 2% cash back. But I got a better idea. Why drive across town and find a parking spot and go into Sam's Club to buy something to get a better deal? Why don't you just go to samsclub.com, get the same Sam's Club deal, use your Discover card, get 2% cash back, and guess what? Sam's Club is a member of Dubli. Add 7% more cash back on top of everything. You don't have limited locations or product line. Gives you a little bit of idea of how we're working. But we're not just limited to whatever's inside the door of Sam's Club or Costco. We're only limited by 4,000 brand names and hundreds of thousands of products, from Petco's and Starbucks and Nordstrom's and Target and Fandango, Overstock, Bowflex, Macy's, Staples, Groupon. And it's funny, I was looking for dinner the other night, and I wanted to go to a nice restaurant, and I knew there'd be a Groupon coupon in my neighborhood, so I went to Groupon.com, just to find out what restaurants were in there. I forgot, I wasn't thinking about Dubli at all. I just went to Groupon to get a coupon to go to dinner. And sure enough, up pops 7% cash back. So I went in on the door on the right. I got my 2-for-1 dinner at the local Indian restaurant. I got 7% cash back. Here's another thing that happened to me. My oven went out, but I have a home warranty program, Fidelity Home Warranty. And the oven went out, so I called Fidelity up, and they sent the repairman. Went out, and the repairman said, we can't fix this. You got to get a new oven. So Fidelity called me up and says, well, we got this Sears model, such and such. Go in the store and look at it, and if you like it, we'll have that one delivered to your house and installed. And I said, oh, okay. So I went on Sears to look at it. And not even thinking about Dubli, up comes 8% cash back. The oven cost $2,500. What's 8% of $2,500? It's about $200 or something. So I called up Fidelity and I said, do you have to contact Sears and send that oven over, or could you just give me a check and I'll buy it? And they said, no, we'll give you a check, and we'll give you, I think it was $2,700. I said, well, send me the check. Now I'm going online, I'm buying it from Sears, and I'm getting cash back. So even when you're not thinking about it, this comes into play. Now, there's actually 3 ways to make money on Dubli, and I'm going to show you all 3 of them. One is customer acquisition. The other is partner acquisition, which just means customer acquisition on steroids. And the third is agency development. Okay, let's take a look at customer acquisition. You already know that if customers refer a customer, they get 20 bucks. Okay, but we're going to assume that you want to be a business partner. So if you refer a customer, well, not only do you get the $20, but because you're a business partner, we'll give you 25 more. You get a total of $45 out of that $99 VIP membership. But remember, those customers are going to refer customers because it's going viral. Well, your customers get the 25 for finding customers. You get the 20. You get the other 25, plus you get a percentage on whatever's bought. Loaf of bread, riding lawnmower, Apple computer, it doesn't matter. So you've got up to $45 on the VIP membership, plus whatever's purchased. Partner acquisition. This is for nonprofit organizations or for-profit businesses. Let me show you the example of a for-profit business. What we're going to do for a fee for a for-profit business is we're going to take that Dubli shopping experience and we're going to white label it with their logo, whether it's a car dealership or a boutique, whatever. Let's say I own a coffee shop. Bob, we'll use Bob's Coffee Shop. All right, Bob?
That's fine.
We got Bob's Coffee Shop, and Bob's happy because people come in every morning. They spend $8, $10, $12 on coffee and donuts. They enjoy the place, and Bob sees them again maybe next week or the week after. So Bob wants to have a little bit of a customer loyalty rewards program. So he becomes a Dubli partner, and every customer that comes in, when they pay their bill, he gives them a free membership to Dubli. No charge. Hey, listen, shop online whenever you're shopping online. Go ahead, enjoy it. Get cash back with all your purchases. Thanks for coming to my coffee shop. What Bob just did is he just started a little loyalty program. People like coming back to see Bob. But what Bob also did, he just monetized his whole consumer base. He might have thousands of customers during a year, and now when they're not in his shop spending $8 on coffee and donuts, but buying an Apple computer at apple.com for $3,000, he's got a percentage of that sale. Not a bad idea for Bob. We also do it for nonprofits, but we don't charge a nonprofit a fee to customize the site. We'll do it for free. We've already got the American Red Cross, World Health Organization, UNICEF, Feeding America, etc. But you know where the real money is here? It's the local churches and synagogues, the PTA clubs, the kids' soccer team, the Boy Scouts, the Girl Scouts. Why do we have the kids out selling $5 candy bars as a fundraiser every so often for the local soccer team? Why not hand out free memberships to Dubli, turn that into a 24/7 fundraiser, and because you referred them, you get a portion of the action also, and it could be substantial. Now, here's an example of a nonprofit. Let's say it has 100,000 members or whatever. Well, let's say they give out a free membership to every single one of them. Some of them will remain free. Some of them will upgrade to the VIP membership. Well, that generates cash for the nonprofit and for you for referring them. Suppose they start buying products, whether they use the free membership or the VIP. That's generating revenue for the nonprofit and for you. In this particular case, $9.4 million over the year. Folks, this is serious business. So let's look at the third way of making money, and that's called agency development. Okay, on agency development, you can do this all by yourself. You can get partners, you can get customers, whatever you want to do. Or you can build a team to do this. You know, just like an insurance agent sells a policy, they get a commission. Well, the broker who runs the office gets a commission. A real estate agent sells a policy, they get a commission on that home. The owner of the real estate brokerage firm, he gets a commission. So if you wanted to build a team, it's surely optional. Let's say you're going to start off at the 5% level. That's 5% of the commissionable value of every product sold. So, you know, I don't know what the Mac computer is, $3,000. If the commissionable value is, you know, even if it's 50 or 100 bucks or whatever, you got 5% of that. Okay. Now, if you build a team and you have 3 team members, we'll promote you to team leader. So that means we're going to promote you to 10% commission on everything personally done and a 5% override on your team. If you help those team members become team leaders, well, then we're going to promote you to team coordinator. At team coordinator, you're at 15% commission on all of these products sold of the commissionable value on your own and your customers, and a 5 or a 10% override on their sales. Now, if you help those team leaders become team coordinators, then you reach the level of sales director. That, by the way, is where I'm at right now. I started in August. That's 20% commission on your personal volume, and it's 5, 10, or 15% override on the team. The next level up is helping them and 2 others become sales director. You become a vice president. You're at 25% commission, personal, and 5, 10, 15, or 20 override. And the top level is senior vice president. They add another 2.5% to that. So you can either do it by yourself or you can build a team. But how do you keep track of it all? Well, actually, we give you a website, and it tracks everything. You could go into the back office on this website. You could find out who all your customers are, what they bought. You could find out what stores you shopped in, how much cash back you got, and their customers, and who are your team members, and who are their customers, etc. in all 200 countries that we're doing business in around the globe in full time. Now, at the end of the month, we will deposit your commissions on your own Dubli MasterCard, debit card, or put it into your PayPal account, or we will wire transfer it to your bank. We have a complete support system, your back office, your website, Dubli Mobile. Dubli Academy sort of teaches you what's going on and how to build your business. Dubli TV, this keeps you up to date on what's going on in the world of Dubli. And you might say, well, I haven't heard of this, and I told you we're just starting here in the U.S. But Fox 40 Business News, Terry Bradshaw just interviewed the chairman of Dubli on their national program, and it's now being played on the affiliates around the country. And Donald Trump Jr. for Bloomberg News interviewed him also. That's being played on local stations around the country. So you're going to hear a lot more about Dubli. We've got your Facebook and Google tools, etc. So here's the question. How do you become a member, a business associate with Dubli? In order to do that, now to be a customer, it's free or a $99 membership fee. And, you know, every time you refer a VIP member, you make $20, and that's the end of it. You get your own cash back. But if you want a commission on all the products sold by that viral expansion and all the partners and all like that, you want to become a business associate. That requires a $99 licensing fee and a business pack. We have 2 of them. One of them is $495. What comes in that business pack? It comes with 5 VIP memberships. That's 1 for you to use for yourself and 4 to sell for the $99, which means you get almost your money back as soon as you start your business. The second pack we have is called a Team Leader Accelerator Pack, and that costs $2,475. Now, when you think of it, you're in business in over 200 countries. You don't have any licenses. You don't have any overhead. You don't have any employees. You don't have any payroll taxes. And yet you're getting a commission on brand names of everybody else who's servicing all of your clients. It's like you have a travel agency and an insurance agency and a cell phone company and a retail outlet and all of that. But, you know, the whole thing, $2,475, and it includes 15 one-year memberships, 1 for yourself, 14 to sell. Well, that's $1,400 back. And you've got 100 one-month VIP trial memberships. Now, these you just hand out like candy. Hand out 100 of them to 100 people you know. They try it out for a month. They like it. If they keep it, they just say, I want to keep it. They upgrade to the VIP membership, and you make $45 on each one of the hundreds that upgrade. The next thing that comes with this package is the certification. You're certified to do the partner program. That's with the nonprofits and the for-profit business. That's all taken care of. Your course certification is online. And the final thing that this comes with is double commissions. That's right. They just start you off at the team leader or 10% level, double the starting point. So double commissions, the certification, and everything else. Now here's an interesting thing. I went through those steps that showed you the commission on the products, 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25, and your overrides on the team. Now notice, both of these packages, the $4.95 and the $24.75, are just loaded with prepaid memberships, and therefore they are commissionable. So I'm going to show you how that part of the compensation structure works, because it's not important that you fully understand it here, but it's going to make a lot of sense to you here in a moment. When you sign somebody up and they want to come, let's say the team member, I'll use that example, there is a 10% commission. So on the $4.95, there's $50 basically. But we have what's known as a binary compensation, which means you build two teams. So when you sponsor one person on your left and one person on your right, that's called a cycle. And we will give you 10% more. So another $50 for every time you have $400 that cycles on your left and your right. If those were two TLA packages, that would be $2,500 on the left, $2,500 on the right, and 10% of that. Now, the question is, what if you wanted to sponsor more than two people? You would need to place them under one of those two that you already sponsored. And what if you would like to get a cycle bonus that's larger than 10%? Well, let me show you. You sponsor one on the left, one on the right, you'll make 10% on every package. Every new member that comes in and purchases one of those packages. If you sponsor two on the left and two on the right, we'll increase that to 15%. If you sponsor three on the left and three on the right, we'll increase that to 20%. But notice, folks, let's say this is me, I already had my the two red people. When I sponsored the next person, the green, I had to put them under the red person. When I sponsored the purple person, I had to put them under the green and the red. So what this is basically forcing me to do is help my organization build an organization, because I could only have two legs. So I could, with a lot of confidence, show this plan to somebody and say, if you're interested, take your time and make a decision and make sure it's a good decision for you. But remember, if I sponsor somebody tomorrow, they're either going to be in your organization or they're going to be above your organization, depending on when you decide to join. So in this particular example, of course, Bob's on with us. Dave has brought Bob in. I brought them in. The vice president of the company brought me in, and all of those people are helping to build each other's organization. So it just gives you a little bit of an idea of what is meant by a cycle bonus, and that's the commission on the starter package. The other commissions hold true that I showed you on the product purchases from all of the customers. As we're coming to a close here, I want to show you a little beach scene here, and you might be thinking, oh, I see you got vacations too that you give away. Now, there's a lot of sales companies that, especially Bob and I have been in the insurance industry for a long time. They give away a lot of vacations when people do well, but we don't give away vacations. We actually give away the vacation home. That's right. This is the North Island of Grand Cayman. This is the Dubli Golf and Beach Resort. When you reach the top level in this compensation structure within 2.5 years, we don't give you a vacation to this area. We don't give you a week's timeshare in this area. We give you the vacation villa, deed, unencumbered. It's yours. Thanks for building. So how do you get started? Well, it's pretty simple. You go to the website of the individual who invited you here, like Bob. It's www.dublinetwork.com / and Bob's number would go there. And then you just click on the Join Now link and fill out the information. It takes about 2 or 3 minutes. And you're up and live with your own website and in partnership with every major brand name store in the United States and around the world, 4,000 of them. Pretty slick little business. So the question you need to answer is, what level should you start your business at, the team member or the Team Leader Accelerator. And we do have a short video that shows you the advantages of each that you can look at to make an informed decision. But I will tell you this, if I was trying to sum this up, you know, how simple is this business, and how viable is it? Let me ask you a question here. Pull out a pen or an indelible marker. And you don't need a piece of paper because I'm going to have you write down some names. And you can write them down on your shirt. You can write them down on the wallpaper or the wall or your desktop or whatever with this indelible marker. I want you to write down the names of the individuals that you know that would rather pay more money for the products they're going to buy anyway rather than pay less money for the products they're going to buy anyway. Now you can tell why I said you can write these names down on your shirt or your wallpaper or anything else, because I know you don't have any names to write down. That's how universal this is. People are going to buy products and groceries and clothes and buy insurance and travel and cell phone service, and they're going to continue to do this every single day of their lives, and they cannot get a better price than we can give them, because whatever price they can get, whatever coupon they could use, whatever frequent travel situation or frequent purchaser program they could use, they could still use that and then get our cash back on top of that. We have got the best deal to pay them to shop than they could get anywhere else. The only difference is because we referred them, we get paid for it. Not only their membership, but the products they purchase. It's a shame Costco and Sam's Club and what used to be Price Club built up millions and millions of consumers and billions of dollars. They did it all on our goodwill and our referrals, and they never shared a penny. Things are changing. This will become the Facebook of shopping. And so, Bob, why don't I, by the way, just so you know, I do a webinar like this every single day at 3 p.m. Pacific time, which is 5 p.m., of course, Central time. And it's open to the public, or I do private ones like this, like we're doing with Bob and Dave Hall on the line with us today. I'm going to turn it back over to Bob, and I could unmute these lines. And also, if you have questions, you could just write your questions in. There's a little question thing on the right-hand side there. Write in a question. We'll make sure we get it answered for you. It'll be pretty informal here. Bob, let me turn it back over to you. I want to say thanks so much, you know, for your leadership and putting this call together and these folks on the line so we could share what I think is going to be a game changer in the world of internet business, to tell you the truth. So, Bob, let me turn it over to you.
Thank you, Rick. I really appreciate that. As all of you know, I've spent better part of 45 years developing insurance agent sales forces, executive vice president of a couple of insurance companies doing that, and I know the effort that goes into it, and it's a tremendous opportunity, but this is an opportunity the likes of which I have never ever seen. The irony and the simplicity of it is you're not asking somebody to do something that they're not currently doing. They consume things every single day of their life pretty much. And so we're just asking them to keep on doing that, and if they will avail themselves of the membership, either the free membership or the paid membership, we can help them save many, many, many dollars. And we don't necessarily go out and buy TVs every day, but when you do, it's nice to know you've gotten the very best deal and you've saved quite a bit of money, or some of these other items. Rick mentioned the coffee shops. There's probably not a one of us that don't frequent an occasional coffee shop or whatever. And one of my philosophies is that somebody says, oh, well, you know, I only saved $1, $1.50 off of that coffee. Well, but if you drink, you know, a couple cups of coffee a day, 4 or 5 days a week, that adds up to real money too. So tremendous opportunity, and then the opportunity to build your own business if that is your goal and your purpose. It's a tremendous opportunity as well. So just let all of you know be in touch with each of you. I want to thank you for your time tonight. I know there's many other things you could be doing, but I will share the information with you. I will see to it then that you can go into enroll, and look forward to having you all as members of Dubli. Thank you. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Dave.
Hey, thanks everybody. Appreciate it. Have a good rest of the evening. Bye-bye now.